guys, it's Sophie here from HairDryerTreatment. You may have also seen me on the United stand. Big game this weekend, Man United of course playing away at Newcastle. United got a draw in the week against Arsenal. We've got to look at that like a disappointing result. We were at home. A lot of people thought we were going to get battered though, so yeah, it was better than I expected. However, for me a draw was a bit of a nothing result. I think it epitomises where we're at the minute as a club. It's simply not good enough. And against Newcastle, I'm expecting it to be a similar story, to be honest. I think it's going to be a close game, and our Newcastle fans, obviously, yourselves are not experiencing the best football at the moment. Obviously, Steve Bruce has come in. Definitely a struggling team. I've watched many Newcastle games this season, and I've got to be honest, it doesn't look very optimistic at the moment. With the nature of the way that you're playing, the nature of your squad. And I think it's going to be an interesting one, because I think Newcastle realistically in that game, they're going into it as the underdogs just about, and so yeah, I think it's going to be a tight one. I think you'll play where you're sitting against us, probably maybe try and catch us on a counter attack with the likes of Atsu, with the pace on their break. We struggle to break teams down when they're sitting like that against us. We play too slow, and I think we'll struggle to create chances. We struggle to score goals in open play already as it is. We've got that strike against McTominay in the week. Against McTominay, we got that stroke from McTominay in the week, which it took a little deflection, went in, but other than that, really, we struggled to create an open play. So I'm concerned that I can't see where the goals are coming from for United at the minute, and I think that game very much depends on who's going to be fit. Pogba apparently got a bit of a knock from the game against Arsenal. He's a doubt as to whether he'll be fit. Martial obviously is still out. Rashford doesn't look fully fit. Our squad is looking very depleted, and I struggle to see where the goals are going to come from, which is why I think it's going to be a very tight game. And like I say, teams that sit in against us, we really struggle, and that's what I'm expecting against Newcastle this weekend. If Lindelof starts at the back for us, I've got to be totally honest, I think that Joe Linton will absolutely bully him. I don't think Lindelof is strong enough. He's definitely not good enough in the air. And that'll be a point, if I was Newcastle, that I'll be trying to target. I don't think Lindelof will cope with him physically. So I think that'll be an interesting battle to see if he does pin himself on Lindelof there, because I think Newcastle, that's probably their best way of scoring against us if they do that. As far as concerned with United, I think confidence is pretty low. Like I say, we're not playing the best football. We're not very optimistic at the minute. A lot of people believe that if we don't win this weekend, it could be Ollie's last game in charge of United. I hope that isn't the case. I do think that the football that we are playing at the minute under Ollie is simply not good enough. I do think you have to question some of the changes he's made. But all in all, does he deserve a sack? I don't think so. I think there's a lot more factors that contribute to it. I think the fact that we've had so many managers now post-Fergie, none of them have worked. That says a lot, in my opinion. Yes, the football isn't good enough right now. Yes, with relegation form. But Fergie, when he first took over, it wasn't all sunny. He had a lot of tough times, and he had the time. He got through that. I do think the board need to show backing, but at the same time, I think the board simply isn't good enough, and I think that the problems all start from the top. They're a lot deeper than the manager. So that's my opinion on Ollie. I'm not fully Ollie out, but I do see where the criticism is coming from, and we need to definitely improve. And like I say, the game against Newcastle is a massive game this weekend for him personally, but for United as a club as well. Now, with all that said, like I say, I'm expecting a tight game. I think it'll be a bit like an attack versus defence game, but we won't really attack very well. It'll be too slow. I'm expecting a close one. And I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with another draw. I'm going to say 1-1. I think Newcastle aren't going to be pushovers. They're going to be up for it. Every team gets up for it against Man United, but especially in this dogfight that we're in at the minute. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Goal scorers, again, I struggle. I'm going to go for a Harry Maguire big header. I think against Arsenal, he won quite a few headers. He was offside too many times for my liking, but I think he's got a goal coming, so I'm going to go for a Harry Maguire header, a 1-1 draw. And in terms of the goal for Newcastle, I think Joe Linton a bag. Like I say, I think he's going to bully Lindelof, and I think that's where our weakness will be. So yeah, that's my prediction, a 1-1 draw. I'm expecting a pretty boring, dull game, if I'm honest, which is a shame, because Newcastle United, obviously massive games in the past, massive rivalry. But I think at the minute, both clubs are in a sorry state of affairs, and I'm not expecting it to be the most entertaining. I really am not. And to be honest with you, it's sad to say this, but I think watching both teams this season, it's poor. You compare them to the teams at the top, and literally classes apart. And yeah, I think a 1-1 draw is going to have to be my prediction. Thank you for having me on the channel, guys. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we do get an entertaining game, a bit more entertaining than the one that I'm anticipating. But yeah, we shall see how it goes. Cheers, guys. Take care.